And on this fine morning, very warm morning here in the Northeast, I'm joining you from my hometown of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm actually in Oakland right now. I have a wedding of my nephew. Get to see some New Church Live folks there, which will be a lot of fun. And yeah, just wonderful to have you be part of this morning's 10 minutes of morning calm. And today, what we're taking a look at is again, we're continuing on with this whole idea of freedom and compulsion, freedom and compulsion. And it's this beautiful line in Genesis where God says, and Jehovah, and God has listened to your affliction. In other words, that God hears about the parts that are hard. And one of the parts that are hard is like, man, sometimes it's just work. I mean, life is just simply work a lot of the time. And we have to compel ourselves to do things. One of the things I've been thinking a lot about, and I've mentioned it in a previous 10 minutes of calm, I think it's worthwhile for us all to remember and remember well, is that spirituality asks nothing of us. The difference between spirituality and religion is religion does ask something of us. And some of the time that means that we have to compel ourselves to do things, to make the kind step, to avoid the mean word, whatever it might be, that there's an element of compulsion there, and that's actually okay. That's actually okay. And that's a lot of the place where religion actually gets its value, because the value is set upon a far further horizon down the road, where those disciplined thoughts, those disciplined actions that we take actually serve us well. They serve other people well. It's just like brushing your teeth, doing your homework. There's just certain things we know we compel ourselves to do. They're actually going to be helpful to us down the road, even if they are in the moment somewhat of a hassle. And what starts to happen at the back end of that? Well, here's a beautiful, beautiful line. When we are regenerating, in other words, when God is turning our heart of stone into a heart of flesh, and and it's not like if we are regenerating, it's when. It's like this is what God is doing. We are regenerating. We take the Lord's gift of liberty and use it to compel ourselves. This gives us a heavenly sense of independence, and the Lord then actually makes that sensation more and more complete. It grows freer and freer until it turns into a love for what is good and for the truth that comes from that goodness. Oh, such good stuff. Such good theology there. So that idea, folks, like here's this thing of like God giving us a gift. God gives you the gift. And this gift directly feeds into this idea of compulsion. And too much of the time, I think, to our detriment, we just think of compulsion as being like, oh, I got to compel myself to do this, or I got to compel myself to do that. And it's more on the negative side of the equation. And the reality is that is a big part of it. That's half of it, I think. And the other half is compelling ourselves to do good. And that whole cease to do evil, learn to do well. And much of the time, when we can compel ourselves to, away from the evil in the very immediate sense, then all of a sudden we'll start to see space for the good almost immediately after. And we can have some compulsion there, compel ourselves to do the good thing. I used to think of these two as way separated, I had to get to be totally pure way over here, and then I could finally do what was good. And what I've realized in my own personal life over the years is that really they're not far apart at all. That if I'm going to do something good for someone, I have to get over myself. I mean, really, I just got to get over myself and reach out and say hello or send a text message or I'm staying in a hotel here in Oakland today, and leave a tip for the cleaning lady, like whatever it might be. But I need to get over myself to do that thing. So there's a compulsion on this end, there's a compulsion on this end, and we can look at the two and see like how incredibly positive that can be. So friends, like today is a good takeaway. It's a good little fun one. You get to decide to do something kind today. You get to decide that. And ready for this? This is the beautiful part. It's a gift. It's a huge gift from God that you get to decide to do something kind today. Whatever that is, you can be having the crappiest day of all time, and you still are completely 100% free to do something kind in there somewhere. I mean, what a gift. And imagine we all just took that on. We just said, okay, today we're gonna decide that we are free to do something kind today. And God always gives us that freedom. So there's something to think about today, folks. And don't be too surprised if again there's a shadow side that shows up to it. In other words, like where and I'll just say it bluntly, like where God goes like, look, get over yourself, get on with it, get over yourself, get on with it, get over yourself, get on with it. As you reach out and you can just smile and nod and go like, yep, that's expected. And that's the journey. Nothing wrong with that journey. And it's sort of God giving you a buy one, get one free, get rid of, that negative self. In other words, get over yourself and reach out and do something kind, buy one, get one free, sort of get two little gifts there for the price of one. So there's the thought for today, folks. And I hope that makes a lot of sense to you. And what we're going to do now is we're going to think about, you get to decide to do something kind. Take a little breath. And then we get to shift gears. And when we shift gears, what we shift gears into is a little meditation, a little prayer, a little blessing. And then we'll say hi to folks on social media. So with that, dear friends, let's get a little breath. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I. Be still and know that. Be still and know. Be still and. Be still. Be. Our Father, who art in the heavens, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, as in heaven, so upon the earth. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we also forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you, bring you peace, and bring you home. Amen. All right, dear friends, let's give a little cheery hello to folks. See how everyone is doing. All right, do this, there we go. All right, a couple comments over there. Marcus, good morning to you. And Sherry, hope you have a great day as well, my friend. And now flipping over onto this. There we go. Well, cheery hello over there. All right, Linda, good morning to you, and I hope you're doing well, friends. So friends, and just wishing you all the best. God bless. Have a great day on both sides of the equation. And now we finished with just a little comment about your important financial support of New Church Live. Like our content? It's funded by viewers like you. Please consider becoming a sustaining supporter of New Church Live today. Take care, dear friends, and God bless.